Hello students. In this video we are going to study in alcohol, phenol and ether, that is preparation of ether. Okay. So here preparation of ether, first method, that is dehydration of alcohol. So what is the dehydration of alcohol? Dehydration, D means removal and hydration means water molecule. Okay, so dehydration means removal of water molecule from the given substance, that is from the alcohol, that is called as the dehydration of alcohol. So in this dehydration of alcohol, it is carried out by using dehydrating agent like sulfuric acid or phosphoric acid. Okay, but the problem is that during dehydration of alcohol, there are the two major products. One is ether and another is alkene. Okay, so here for the preparation means our purpose is to prepare the ether. So here carefully that alcohol on dehydration with sulfuric acid or phosphoric acid at a proper certain temperature. Here temperature is most important. Okay, so for example here C2H5OH plus again here C2H5OH. Okay, so here in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 413 Kelvin, if the temperature is 413 Kelvin, then ether is obtained. If the temperature is higher than 413, means near about the 443 Kelvin, then here dehydration is carried out, but instead of ether, alkene is obtained. Okay, so at 413, the temperature is, again I repeat, 413 Kelvin. Then what happened? Here OH combined with this H. There is a removal of water molecule. And C2H5, this both have the ethyl alcohol. Okay, this C2H5O and this C2H5. C2H5O, C2H5. This is called as diethyl ether. Diethyl ether. Okay, so here again C3H7OH plus HO C3H7. Again in presence of sulfuric acid, concentrated at 413 Kelvin. Again hydration, that is minus H2O and propyl alcohol to form here C3H7O C3H7, and this is called as di and propyl ether. Di and propyl ether. Okay, in the old syllabus it is also called as the continuous etherification, because here ethers are obtained continuously till all alcohol gets converted into the ether. Okay, this is the ether, preparation of ether. If the temperature is higher than that, then here C2H5OH in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin. Here from C2H5 it can be written as CH2H and here CH2OH. So this H and OH it gets removed, minus H2O, and we get CH2 double bond CH2, that is ethyl. So here the temperature is most important. Okay, this is the first method of preparation of ether. Then second method of preparation of ether is Williamson synthesis. In the Williamson synthesis, alkyl halide is used, and with alkyl halide, sodium alkoxide reacts with that alkyl halide and to form corresponding ether. Second one, that is Williamson's synthesis. Williamson synthesis. Okay, so here alkyl halide alkyl halide reacts with sodium alkoxide. Here sodium O and R. This is negative, this is positive. Sodium alkoxide to form here X combined with Na. To form here NaX plus remaining R, O and this is R dash. So R, O, R dash. Depending upon these types of R, they get classified into simple and mixed types of ether. If both are same, then simple ether. If both are different, then it is a mixed ether. Okay. So these are the ethers. For example, here C2H5Cl plus here NaOCH3 means sodium methoxide. So when ethyl chloride treated with sodium methoxide, this is ethyl chloride, sodium methoxide means here sodium methylene oxide, that's why it is a sodium methoxide. Again this Cl combined with Na to form here NaCl and remaining is C2H5OCH3, that is ethyl methyl ether. Ethyl methyl ether. Okay. Next one, that is aryl aromatic ethers are also obtained from here Rx means aliphatic alkyl halide, but here in the sodium alkoxide, here sodium benzoate or sodium phenoxide are used. Okay, so here Ar. Then what happened again? Na combined with X to form NaX plus remaining R O Ar. R O Ar. Okay, this is the aromatic ether. For example, here CH3Cl plus NaOC6H5 benzene ring. Now here Na combined with Cl to form here NaCl and remaining, that is here benzene ring O and CH3. This is called as anisole. Okay, but if tertiary butyl chloride as a alkyl halide treated with ethoxide, sodium ethoxide, then what happens? CH3, here Cl. This is tertiary butyl chloride plus here NaOC2H5. Okay. So here again according to Williamson synthesis, here Cl combined with Na to form here NaCl and plus here CH3 tertiary butyl and here ethyl tertiary butyl ethyl ether. But when this reaction is carried out, the another product that is called as the alkene means butene is obtained. See this reaction. Here CH3Cl plus NaOC2H5. Okay. So here this Cl combined with Na to form NaCl. Wait. Next C2H5O combined with this H from CS3 to form here C2H5OH and remaining is Cl eliminated from this, H eliminated from this carbon. So the remaining is CH3, CH3, double bond CH2. That is called as isobutylene. Isobutylene is obtained. Means another product, instead of ether, another product, alkene is obtained during the Williamson synthesis. As also on the page number 249, can you think, and there is a next problem, that is problem number 11.9. So students, so check this, can you think and study or observe the problem number 11.9 from the page number 249. Okay, so after watching this video, you attempt the following questions. First question: how is diethyl ether obtained from ethyl alcohol? Second, how is dimethyl ether obtained from methyl alcohol? Methyl alcohol. Third, how is ethyl methyl ether obtained from methyl alcohol? How? First, methyl alcohol treated with sodium to form sodium methoxide, then sodium methoxide treated with ethyl alcohol to form ethyl methyl ether. Okay. Next, fourth, identify A and B in the following reaction. So here C2H5OH plus Na giving you A, that is sodium ethoxide. Okay. Plus tertiary butyl alcohol giving you B as a ether. Okay. Next, CH3OH plus Na giving you A plus here ethyl chloride giving you B again as a ether. Bromide, not alcohol, bromide. Okay.